Good morning, students. This is Niranjan sir. Once again, you are welcome to my YouTube channel, JSS English classes. Subscribe the channel. Okay. Students, today we will go through active and passive voice. Forgetting the traditional rules, how can we learn active to passive and passive to active within a very easy, in a very simple manner? Everybody can understand how can we change active to passive and passive to active. Okay, both we need. Sometimes we need active to passive, sometimes we need passive to active. Okay, before going through the active phase, we shall go through some basic knowledge. What are the basic knowledge? You know, structure of the sentences. You know, simple sentence is of four types: declarative, interrogative, imperative and exclamatory. Sentence should be a transitive one, it should have object. We have already gone through transitive and intransitive verb, already we have gone through. Okay, so you should remember these structures and some new information. Declarative. What is the structure? Subject plus auxiliary verb plus main verb plus subject. Number 2, interrogative. Okay, two types: yes, no questions. WH question. It will be auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb plus subject. It will be WH verb plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb plus subject. Okay, let me write here: subject plus auxiliary verb plus main verb plus object. Number 3, imperative, main verb plus object. Exclamatory, generally we don't do the passive voice. You understand, dear students? In these four structures you see: declarative, interrogative and imperative. Look at here: main verb plus object, main verb plus object, main verb plus object and main verb plus object. The standing structure is present in every sentence. It is present in declarative, it is present in interrogative, it is present in imperative. Okay, look at the structures. Declarative: subject plus auxiliary verb plus main verb plus subject. This is the standing structure. So this is the already fixed. These are the fixed one. You cannot challenge. These are the fixed positions also. Look at here: subject plus auxiliary verb and auxiliary verb plus subject. And this is interrogative. And this interrogative also is written here: WH verb plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb plus subject. Okay, and already I have told you verbs are two types: auxiliary verb, main verb. The sentence starts from auxiliary verb is called interrogative, and the sentence starts from main verb is called imperative. Okay, another information located here. In the declarative sentence number 1, you find the subject in the first place. Number 2, interrogative, You find the subject in the second and third place. This is the first place. This is the second place. This is the third place, and this there is no subject. No subject. Did you get the sense, dear students? Okay, declarative, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory. In these three categories, main verb plus object standing, because without object we cannot change the sentence to passive. That should be a transitive one. Okay, it may be ditransitive, it may be transitive, it will be ditransitive, it may be complex transitive. Whatever means the transitive should be here. Okay, dear students. Okay, again let me tell you. What do we got here? Declarative, we found subject plus auxiliary verb plus main verb plus object. Number 2, interrogative, we found yes, no question, and also WH question. What we got here? This already I told you, these are standing one. Already, if this is subject plus auxiliary verb, introduce something different. The difference is like this: auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb plus object standing. Okay. WH question. Similarly, WH word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb plus object standing. Number 3, imperative. What we got? Main verb plus subject. This is also standing. Okay. Dear students, I told you in the sentence number 1, subject in the first place. It is in the first place. Subject. Interrogative yes no question. It is in the second place. WH question. Subject in the third place. Imperative. No subject. Subject is hidden. Okay. And here the subject is you always, but it is hidden here. Okay. Did you get the sense? And here we will apply only 2 rules. These are main verb plus subject, main verb plus subject, main verb plus subject, main verb plus object. These two play the most important role in passive voice. Okay. Here these two, okay, may object replaces the subject. Object replaces the subject. Standing rule. Always object replaces the subject. Object replaces the subject. Number 2, object come finish. Object finish. Number 2, main verb. Main verb is 4 from V1, V2, V3, V1 ing. Am I right? Already I have told you main verb is 4 forms: V1, V2, V3, V1 ing. In the passive voice, this main verb is supplied a B verb. Okay, we will supply B here, we will supply B here, we will supply B here, we will supply B here. But B will take which form? B will take B1 form, B will take V2 form, B will take V3 form, or B will take V1 ing form. Now, you look at here, here V1 or take B will take one form. Here V2 B will take B2 form. Here V3 B will take V3 form. Here ing B will take ing form. Or take all these V's they gave their form to B1. They are now formless. Now we will make them all equal. We will make them all equal, that is V3. Look at here. We will make it V3. V1 means we have to supply the B bar. The B1 plus main bar will be V3. V2 we will supply your B bar, that is to B2 plus V3. V3 is there. It will be V3 plus V3. V1 is here, B plus V3. V3 is always standing. The bar B bar is supplied according to the main bar form, the form of the main bar. If the main bar is one form, then it will be V1. If the main bar is second form, it will be V2. If the main bar is third form, it will be V3. If the main bar is ing, it will be B1 ing B. And then we have to, now the main bars are formless. To make it form, we will provide them all equal. That is third form, all are V3, 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 V3. Okay. Now let us one thing more. Here B1 means B or is AMR. This is finite bar. This is non-finite bar. B2 is equal to was IR. This is always finite bar. B3 is equal to Vin. This is always non-finite bar. Okay. And V1 and the Vin. This is V1 plus ing. It will be Vin. This is always non-finite bar. Okay. This is always only finite bar is here. It is always fixed. V2 is always finite. And B1 is MR is the finite form. B is equal to non-finite form. This much you should remember. Okay? This much is remember. Rule number 1. Object replaces the subject. Rule number 2. Main bar is supplied a B bar. How can we place B bar here? Now if B1 is here, it will be B1. If B2 is here, it will be B2. B2 means was here. If B3 is here, it will be B3. And B3 means B here. If B1 is here, B1 ing, but the B1 is big is here. Okay? Did you get the sense? Yes, did you get the sense? Let us now consider the sentences. Okay? The students, I told you the sentence should be a transitive one. Otherwise, we cannot change into passive. In order to change the active into passive, the sentence should be, or the verb should be a transitive one. Okay? Otherwise, we cannot change into passive voice. Look at the sentence here. Okay? The sentence here, he is helping the poor. Okay? He is helping the poor. He is helping the poor. This is declarative sentence, and according to our structure, this is subject, this is auxiliary verb, this is main verb, this is object. Did you get the sense? Okay, subject, auxiliary verb, main verb, and object is present. Okay, rule number 1, object replaces the subject. Object replaces the subject. Therefore, here is for he, now it will be are, because the four are plural. Are. Now, we finish this one, then now come to V, main verb. It is V1 ing. If V1 ing here, then we can convert it B1 ing B plus V3. At it will here, the poor are being helped. the poor are being helped. You can write by him here also. The poor are being helped by him. Let me write another sentence. They have supplied food to the quarantine center. Okay, let us find the structure. Declare sentence. Subject, auxiliary verb, main verb, object. But this much. You got object means here work is finished. Now you apply the rule number 1. What is rule number 1? Object replaces the subject. Accordingly, food will come here. Food. Okay. And the word have will be has. Food has. This is first, second, third form. And third form why? Now after have verb takes only third form. Okay, third form means what will be? Now V3 means it will be V3 plus V3. Okay, bin plus V3. That means it will be your bin plus V3 supplied. Okay, food has been supplied to the poor, to the quarantine center. Okay, food has been supplied to the quarantine center. Okay, did you get the sense, the students? They have supplied food to the quarantine center. Subject, this is auxiliary verb, this is main verb, this is object. According to rule number 1, object replaces the subject. Okay, we got food as the subject here. Okay, number 2, auxiliary verb will come down here. Not have but has. Why? Now this was plural, this is singular. Food has. The third form, this is V3. Okay, it will be V3 bin and it will be V3 plus V3. Okay, and food has been supplied to the quarantine center. Another sentence. Look at here. When will you leave the room? Is it WH question? This is WH question. Dear students, already we have gone through what? The structure. And let me discuss. This is the WH word. This is auxiliary verb. This is subject. This is main verb. This is object. Okay. Very simple. And rule number 1 says what? Object replaces the subject. And when you got to know what? Now this WH question. In WH question, subject is in third place. Look at here. It is in third place. Or the subject replaces object replaces subject. Okay. What will you get? When will the room? Okay. We completed the only 2 rules are applied. Main verb plus subject. No other rules are there. Nothing should be changed. Only auxiliary verb should be changed in some extent. Will came down, subject replaced by object. The room, this is V1, main verb is in V1 form. Okay, V1 form in this place verb. This is non-final, final verb here, non-finite. Okay, V1 means V1, V. You cannot use is MR here because this is the non-finite place. Okay, the place of non-finite verb. Finite form is here. Okay. Okay, you cannot use V1 means V1, V1 means V or is MR. Okay, you cannot use is MR here, you have to use B. Okay, B plus V3. Okay, where will the room be left by you? When will the room be left by you? Okay, have The students completed the project. Okay? Yes, no question. Let me divide the sentence. This is auxiliary verb. This is subject. This is main verb. And this is object. Okay? This much of knowledge basically you should have. Rule number 1. Object replaces the subject. The object will come here after the project and it will be has because it's singular. Has the project complete. Have the students, it will have the project. Now come here V1, V2, V3. Now what is the auxiliary verb before it? Now have, or it will be third form. Third form means V3 will be applied here. V3 means been. V3 plus V3. Already it is in V3 form. Okay. Now what you got? Now have the project been completed by the students. By the students. By the students. Okay. So let the students. Dear students, look at I have written 5 questions. Okay. 5 questions now we will discuss according to the rule. Very simple thing. Okay. Did they win the match? Let me divide the sentence. Auxiliary verb, subject, main verb, and this is object. Did you get the transitive sentence? Okay. Did they win the match? Our rule number 1, what is? Object replace the subject. Object will come here. The match will come here. So accordingly, this is V2. Okay, B2. B2 means it will be was or were. Now this will be was. And the word object replace subject was the match. In V1 it will be B2 which applied here, it will be V3. Okay, it will be own. Was the match owned by them, or simply was the match owned? Okay, now let us come to question number 2. Question number 2. What is question number 2? Now they promised Mary a new doll on her birthday. Look at sentence. This is a ditransitive verb. The main verb ditransitive means having 2 objects. One is direct, another indirect. Okay, let me divide. This is subject. This is main verb. This is indirect object. This is the direct object. You got the object here. Okay, object part you got means this is complete. Now let us, you can take anyone. Object, replace subject, you can take Mary here. Mary. This is V2, not V3. Already I have told you V3 and V1 ing both are non-finite verb. But this is the first verb. The first verb means this is the finite verb. Okay? It is V2 means V2 was there. Mary was. Okay? This is V2 means it will be V2 plus V3. V3 means promised. Mary was promised a new doll on her birthday. Let us take the second example. Take direct object. Okay, a new doll was promised. Same thing. A new doll was promised. Mary, not Mary, but to Mary. Why? Now this is the indirect object. Your system is first indirect then direct object. If you direct object brought to the first, then you have to put to then indirect object. This is the sentence. Okay? A new doll was promised to Mary on her birthday. Okay? Did you get the same? Come to question number 3. He asked me to wait. He asked me to wait. And this is the subject. This is the main verb. The object, you got the same. This object. Object replace the subject as I. This is V2. Asked V3 is also. But V3 cannot be used alone without auxiliary verb. Athe V2 means V2. I was asked to wait. I was asked to wait. Come to question number 4. Question number 4 is, where would they hand over the parcel? The WH question. This is WH what? This is auxiliary verb. This is subject. This is main verb. Okay? And this one is also the particle of the main verb. And this is object. And the object replace subject, this one will come here. Means we have to sit from here. Where would the parcel? We finished the 3 words. Now come to handover. Handover will be V1. It will be B1. B1 means B because B is the finite non-finite verb here. So where would the parcel be? Third form will be handed over. Where would the parcel be handed over? Okay. The last question is question number 5. Okay. This sentence is in passive form. We have to change the active. Okay. Look at here. This is by plus agent. If by plus agent is not mentioned sentence, you have to take one new one from your own mind. Okay. Let all the subject replaced by the object and agent, the students. Here how many verbs are here? Verb 1, verb 2, verb 3. These 2 verbs will be joined. Okay? As we divided, now we will make them together. Now the students are, this will come down. And being plus, when it will V1 plus ing, we do it being plus V3. When being plus V3 here, we have to make it V1 ing. Or it will be watering. Or the students are watering. And this one come here, this will come here. The plants. Okay? In this way, we got very simple resolution, a simple formula to change active into passive. Dear students, in the next class, I will discuss a lot of things. So many things are here. Some special rules are here. Some verbs referring to state of mind that do not take by plus agent. They take another preposition plus agent. There are 23 verbs, similar verbs. We have to go through the next class. Till then, bye bye, tie. But before closing the class, I would like to request you, everybody should subscribe to Jesse's English classes because you will get a lot of things there. Okay?